Hello everyone, this is Daniela from my bedroom in Sydney. Today it's really nice and sunny but still cold. The days are only getting longer now because the winter solstice was a few days ago. So, I am taking an astrology class with the Kabbalah Center, and today we had a really awesome section where we looked at the influence of Neptune. And as fellow artists, what is it that connects us to art, really? For me, it's the possibility that knowing that through my body, through my imagination, I can enter a realm beyond the physical reality. That is why I do art. That is why I love art. And that is why I believe I was put in this world to exist. So, how is this related to King Neptune or Poseidon? Turns out all of us artists have a really strong placement in Neptune in our charts, which means that we are able to tap into this beautiful energy that is connected to the divine, which is what Neptune is, which is what I was talking about in my previous video. Neptune is the conduit to imagination, to the divine spark of creativity, spirituality, and intuition. And as artists, what are we doing? We are connecting, bringing to the world a heightened experience of emotions, of who we are, of what it is that we're experiencing as people through photography, film, theater, design, anything that involves heightened senses. That is what we're doing. So that got me thinking that it's really amazing, an amazing quality to have and something to be very thoughtful of, because all of this energy, all of this need to manifest beauty and to manifest creative stuff around us, or to express, is also a great way to avoid any form of addictions, or to counteract addictions, which makes sense. Like, if I think about my life, I go, okay, if I wasn't doing creative things, if I wasn't moving my body, or training as an actress, or making photography, or doing anything that involves my connection to spirituality, to the divine, like the mystical arts, I would probably be going crazy. Because I would have no idea where to put all of this energy into. Thankfully, I live my life through the principles of wanting to stay grounded. In reality, I'm not someone who likes to go into, the mental, metaphysical, hallucinogenic kind of space of art. It's not for me. And I think that there are many healthy ways of being a creative person. Not saying that necessarily mine is, because I tend to be very strict with what I do and what I don't do. It works for me. But overall, it made me think, wow, this is absolutely amazing that all of us that are creative, that believe in the power of beauty, that are drawn to the energy and the spark of beauty and creativity, or that we can produce it ourselves. It comes from our soul alignment. It's a soul contract to be here, to be creating, to be transmuting all of this divine energy and putting it out into the physical world. What an amazing thing to have. I don't know. For me, it's absolutely incredible. So it actually reminds me of an audition that I had where I did a meditation, and the meditation felt like I was tapping into this sparkly world beyond my physical reality, and it became this huge revelation of energy that I had never experienced before through this meditation. And it sounds cool when I talk about it, but experiencing it was, to be honest, a whole other like a realm of existing. It felt like everything sparkled. Everything around me was sparkling as if it was full of diamonds. And this brought up a lot of heightened emotions, which I was then able to use for my audition, which was incredible. This is the same thing that happens to me while I'm doing photography. It's the same thing that happens when I'm painting. It doesn't necessarily feel like something that I have created with my mind. It feels like it's something that just flew out, you know, just, or came out of me and I just spat it out. That is Neptune. That is Neptune. So yeah, if you're interested in astrology, I'm gonna, as I learn more, I'm gonna keep on sharing more with you guys. The beauty of astrology is not that we can predict things or self-diagnose, but it's a really gorgeous way of understanding our blueprint, the soul that we came with into this world. So for me, as a creative, as an artist, I've always had the existential question of why is it that I'm here? So jumping into like what I like to call the divine arts, the more feminine science, because it is actually very precise. It's giving me a newfound appreciation for all of the gifts that I was given in this life. And all of that includes the capacity to connect with beauty, the capacity to share beauty, to express emotions openly, and to be a conduit and a messenger, really, a channel for emotions and soul connection and sharing with you guys, which as an artist, if you are an artist yourself, you also have that. So don't question what you're doing, just do and put it out there. So if this was interesting, please give us a like and catch you in the next one.